One Piece top 30 characters. Now this is a list that's going to be debated because it's going to have characters and it's going to be missing characters as well. So we're just going to talk about characters that we know of somewhat. We're just going to talk about characters that we have an idea of how they fight and an idea of their powers, because we can't talk about Green Bull or Yasop or those guys because we have no idea. We may speculate with some characters, but we're not going to have just all the Yonko's crew on the list because that would just make the list boring, and then it would just be more speculation than facts. So let's just jump right into the list. And 30, I have Kuma. Now Kuma, he is not himself, he is the tyrant, but he's not really himself. He doesn't have his mind, he is being manipulated right now. So Kuma, he would be higher, but doesn't have his mind, so he's 30. 29, we have Jinbei. Okay, Jinbei, Knight of the Sea. Jinbei, high rank in Big Mom's army. She is Yonko. Also, he has some feats, some Marineford. Jinbei, probably the strongest fishman alive. If we count full fishmen, we don't know about other people. But Jinbei right now, 29. 28, we have Sanji. Sanji, Blackleg Sanji. Not great in the New World so far, but we know how strong Sanji can be and how strong Sanji is. We haven't seen him go all out, but Sanji, definitely 28, one of the strongest. I mean, the monster trio. I mean, you gotta give him 28. 27, we have Roronoa Zoro. Zoro is undefeated in the New World, pretty much. The only L, or somewhat beastly L he took, was versus Fujitora, and that was incomplete because they just stopped fighting and Zoro came back. So Zoro destroyed Cody Jones, Pika. I mean, Zoro has been dominating in the New World. 26, we have Rob Lucci. We haven't seen Rob Lucci that much post-time skip, just some glimpses here and there, but pre-time skip, this nigga was going in. He was going in against Luffy with his fruit, Haki, Rokushiki. He's just a beast. I don't know, not Haki pre-time skip, but Rokushiki. So Rob Lucci, 26. 25, you have Trafalgar D. Water Law, the Surgeon of Death, now Law. He's been going in a New World, prominent role. Like shit, I didn't expect that. For real, I didn't expect Law to be that prominent, but Dressrosa, Punk Hazard, going in with his Opi no Mi. I mean, Law is definitely number 25. I mean, we saw what he did to Virgo, Smoker, all those guys. So number 24, Kid. We haven't seen him that much in the New World. We just seen him dominate some fodder pirates, but based on pre-time skip, we see him and Luffy being pretty much even, and they're kind of showing what Luffy can do, Kid can do. So we have to expect Kid to be up there, and then don't let the Kaido thing screw you. Kid is going to be a beast. Number 23, we have Weevil. Now, Weevil is kind of a mixed bag because we have what Kizaru said, but he could be trolling. He said he's like a young Whitebeard. Take that for what it's worth, but he didn't have the Guru no Mi, so I cannot give him the strength of prime Whitebeard. Maybe a young Whitebeard, not prime Whitebeard. So Weevil, Shichibukai slips in at number 23, my nigga. Number 22, we have Magellan. Now, Magellan, he is slept on, okay? But Magellan, he held down Impel down, okay? By himself, he did it by himself. He didn't take any L's, destroyed Blackbeard, Luffy, any comers, okay? He took them all, and the monster that he is, has his Kinjite, the Venom Demon. Magellan has to be respected. So Magellan at 22. At 21, you have Boa Hancock, the Pirate Empress. Now, Boa Hancock, her food is pretty ridiculous. It can turn people to stone, my nigga. Like, Boa Hancock can definitely go in. She's adept at HAKI, combat, hand-to-hand combat. Obviously, she has Conqueror's HAKI as well. So Boa Hancock, how can you not have her on this list at 21? Now, 20, we have Luffy. Luffy is that's hard to scale because of Gear 4, but people can't look past that. But I think Gear 4 it's overrated to a point because it is not efficient, and he can only use it for a period of time. But based on his fights versus Doflamingo and what he's done in New World, he has to be at least 20, not including all the other Yonko commanders and all that shit. Number 19, Doflamingo. Doflamingo is another hard one because we saw what he could do. We saw how skillful he was. He's probably the most skillful character we've seen so far. He can use, a wide array of moves, plus Conqueror's HAKI. Basically, he took on Luffy and Law and stood a good chance against them. But Doflamingo right now, number 19. Number 18, we have Sabo. Now, Sabo, he was a beast, number 2 in the Revolutionary Army before the Murmur no Mi, so we have to respect that. Now he has the Murmur no Mi, one of the strongest low-gear devil fruits. My niggas, Sabo, once he masters that fruit, Admiral level. Uncle level, but Admiral level for sure, once he masters the Murmur no Mi. We saw what he did to Burgess Bastille. I mean, he was toying with them. And then he went against Fujitora, did not win, but wait on it. Number 17, we have Jack. Now, Jack, he's just off of feats. Well, it's kind of like Beastly L's again, because he went against Admirals, took an L, went against Zunisha, took an L, but then he held it down versus Inarashi Nakamoshi, and they're not on this list because we don't necessarily know how strong they are yet, and it's hard to gauge that. But Jack offered just the stamina, and them saying they can take him down. He's the only person they can take down. You gotta give him respect for that. So Jack, number 17, plus, one of Kaido's calamities. Number 16, Rayleigh. Now, Rayleigh, I don't know, people would expect him to be higher, I guess, but we can put him above the characters that's higher, okay? Rayleigh, Luffy's trainer, Dark King's Rayleigh, definitely in his prime, he's like top 5, top 10, but right now he's older, he can't use that much haki for a long period of time, he even said that. So Rayleigh, he's still strong, but not top 10. Number 15, Sengoku. Sengoku is another one that's being impacted by age right here. Former Fleet Admiral, Sengoku the Buddha. I think that Sengoku, he has kind of retired right now. He's just having fun. So he's probably not as sharp as he used to be. I mean, obviously he gets credit for like being with Garp and chasing Goldie, Roger, and those guys. So come on, Sengoku, definitely number 15. Number 14, we got Monkey D. Garp, dog. Garp the Fist. Okay, Garp is one of those characters where a lot of people still view him as a top 5 character, but we have to kind of scale it back a little bit because he is older. All right, he is older. He's not in his prime anymore, and he's not the same person. I feel like he's broken from what happened to Ace. And I mean, we saw what he did to Marco. He can be a beast when he wants to be, but right now he's taking a step back. So we have to give him the respect at 14. Number 13, Marco. Now, Marco, we saw him go head-to-head with Kizaru, and he was holding his own. He's actually winning that fight for a bit, but I do think Kizaru's at a disadvantage because of his fruit. He cannot go all out because of how destructive it is. Marco kind of has the advantage there. He's a hand-to-hand combat guy. He can do that. That's his arena, but he was holding his own. He went against a lot of the admirals, and he was pretty much okay. So Marco is the first commander of the Whitebeard Pirates. Whitebeard was the strongest man alive. I mean, we got to give this nigga his credit, right? So Marco, definitely number 13. Number 12, we have Fujitora. Now, we saw what Fuji could do on Dressrosa, bringing down goddamn meteors, dog. We've never seen that shit before in One Piece. He brought down meteors, and you saw what he can do with his gravity. Went against Sabo, kind of made Sabo sweat a lot, okay? He made Sabo sweat a lot, and Fujitora, he kind of defied Akainu, too. He defied the world government, so you gotta give Fujitora credit, one of the admirals, and he became an admiral off of merit as a swordsman, not because of his fruit, because he recently got his fruit, so give Fujitora credit. Number 11, Kizaru. Kizaru, we've seen Kizaru go in. We've seen him against Rayleigh. We've seen him against Marco. We've seen him against Whitebeard. And Kizaru's one of the characters where we feel like should be stronger. But this nigga's a troll. And he's always talking slow and just trolling people. So it's like he kind of gets downgraded for that because I feel like he can't utilize his fruit to the fullest capability. But he's still a monster. An admiral, one of the strongest characters in One Piece. Number 10, Shiryu. Now, Shiryu, people may say this is reaching a little bit. Shiryu's not that strong. But come on, he's probably the strongest next to Blackbeard on that crew. And we know he's going to be going against Mihawks or those guys, so you have to give him credit for that. He was on Magellan's level. Magellan is crazy OP with his fruit, but Shiryu was holding it down with just a sword. So imagine how strong this guy can be. Magellan, he's a problem, but Shiryu being on the Blackbeard Pirates and being like one of the final swordsmen that Zoro may have to go against, give him his credit, and he may have Joseph's fruit. I'm just saying, the Rogers base did have the theory, but goddamn, he may have Joseph's fruit. Number 9, Ben Beckman, my niggas. Listen, Ben Beckman, he gets the number 9 off the strength because what he did to Kizaru, he froze an admiral. Ben Beckman made an admiral look like a goddamn civilian, okay? He put his hands up, was like, shit, you're Ben Beckman, dude. I cannot do this. So Ben Beckman, off of that, and being on Shanks' crew as well, the first mate. So, come on, dog. Ben Beckman is definitely number 9, one of the strongest characters, I think. And Oda did say he has the highest IQ in One Piece. My niggas. Alright. Number 8, we have Big Mom. Now, Big Mom is this, people say she should be top 5 because she's a Yonko, but I don't think one-on-one she is that strong. I think her fruit as a whole, the Soul no Mi, is a beast, but I feel like she has a whole army. She can create things and use things to her advantage, so she would be a problem to take down because of how complex her powers are. But I think for the most part, it's not going to be as hard as the other characters that I have on this list, but Big Mom is definitely to be fair. Number 7, I have Mihawk. Mihawk is the world's strongest swordsman. We've seen what he can do. I mean, has he gotten hit the whole series? I don't remember him getting hit at all. And just the fact he's the world's strongest swordsman, he has to be at least top 10. He used to have duels with Shanks. Doesn't even want to duel with Shanks anymore because he doesn't think it's going to be a challenge. So you got to give Mihawk his credit there. The world's strongest swordsman, Hawkeye's my nigga. Number 6, Aokiji. Now, Aokiji, he's one of those characters where I'm tempted all the time to put him as the strongest admiral, solely because we did it against Akainu. Look at Punk Hazard. It wasn't taken over solely by Magma, even though Akainu had the Devil Fruit advantage. I mean, Aokiji still held his own, so give Aokiji his credit. He went in, and of course we've seen him before. I mean, a former Marine admiral, now probably part of the Black-Bearded Pirates, but we'll see. That remains to be seen. He did say he's working with them, but we'll see. Aokiji, number 6. Number 5, we have Akainu. Akainu, probably the strongest Marine right now. He goes in, took on everybody in Marineford. When I say everybody, I mean everybody got it. Luffy, Whitebeard, Marco, Vista, Jozu, Jinbei. Everybody got it from Akainu and Marineford. So Akainu, a savage, and he does not give a fuck. He doesn't give a fuck. So Akainu, you know, he goes in, and the strongest Marine right now. Number 4, we got Shanks. Shanks Akagami. Now, Shanks is one of those characters where people have him number 1, or they have him at number 5, 10, but normally within the top 5 because of what we've seen from Shanks is crazy haki. He's inherited Goldie Roger's will, and we expect him to be one of the final characters in One Piece. If he doesn't die to Whitebeard, that's a popular theory. We don't know. Hopefully that does not happen, but Shanks is one of those characters where it's like, you know, he's a beast because we've seen everything from all these other Yonko. We see Blackbeard, Two Fruits, Kaido, who's can be killed, Big Mom, Lumi can create armies. Shanks seems regular, normal, with just his niggas, just chilling. But he seems to be a monster. So what is he hiding? Shanks definitely deserves this number 4 spot. Number 3, we have Blackbeard, okay? And Blackbeard is above Shanks. And a lot of people are going to be like, oh, there's no way he's not stronger than Shanks. But you have to remember, Blackbeard scarred Shanks before he had 2 Devil Fruits. He did this, and Shanks said he was aware of what was going on. So if you don't give Blackbeard credit for that, what are you going to do? I mean, people take away from it because of what happened with Whitebeard, what happened versus Magellan, what happened versus Akainu when he ran away. But God damn, man, it's been 2 years. Payback War, took down Marco and those guys, attacked Baltigo without you didn't give a fuck. And Blackbeard, you're still going to tell me he's not the 3rd strongest in One Piece? Stop it. Stop it. Have a seat. Blackbeard is definitely one of the 3rd strongest character in One Piece. Number 2, we have the Kaido. My niggas, he is a species by himself because of how strong he is, alright? He said bet on Kaido in air, land, sea, whatever. That said sea too? That's crazy. Like, if he has a Devil Fruit, like that, this dude is stronger than most people, even with a Devil Fruit. That's sick. But Kaido, he's the Kaido. We've seen him as the strongest creature alive. He may be an experiment. We don't know what Kaido is, but we just know that based on what we've seen, he's a monster. Like, literally, he looks like a monster. He's huge, he's ginormous, and come on, man, anybody, like, putting Kaido against anybody, it's hard to see anybody coming out on top against Kaido, except maybe one character. Number 1, you have Dragon. Now, Dragon, I have him at number 1 because of his lineage, mainly. His son is Monkey D. Luffy. We see what he can do, and his dad is Monkey D. Garp. We've seen what we haven't seen, but we've heard of the legend going against Goldie Roger, almost killing him. And you expect his son Dragon not to be a beast? Dragon just oozes power. He oozes leadership. He oozes the fact that he can dominate anyone, and he has this confidence and this air about him that he knows no matter who he runs into, he'll be good. He showed up at Logtown to save Luffy. I mean, I think it was just randomly there, but he was chilling. Listen, Black Dragon is probably more than likely the strongest character in One Piece, the world's most dangerous man. Obviously has the highest bounty. The Marines are scared of him. The only people that aren't scared of him are people that aren't doing bad shit, because they know that Dragon is trying to change the world, and Dragon is definitely the strongest in One Piece. But let me know what you thought about this list. Leave your list below. Give me your top 30 characters. Let's see where we agree, where we disagree. I'm definitely having a top 30 discussion this Friday. I'm not sure what time yet, but just check the channel this Friday. We will have a top 30 discussion. Let's make it a thing. People, if you listen to it, make your video of your own. Make your own top 30. Let's get this going throughout the community. Give me your 30 characters. Obviously, let's try not to include characters we haven't really seen. Green Bull, we haven't seen the Yasa of those guys. Don't include all the Yonko's crew, like throw Bobbin on there just because we've seen them. Like, come on. Let's be real here, people. But it is what it is. I mean, if you want to throw Bobbin on there, it's all good. But let me know what you thought about this list. Let me know if you agree or disagree. Give me your thoughts below. And like this video, share this channel, share this video, subscribe to the channel. Peace out.